It's working. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. I want to stream tonight, but it's not gonna be a very long stream at all. I just. I'm letting myself reflect, I think, on life that I've forgotten. And this sounds so weird when I say it. It sounds vague. It sounds poetic. I've gotten old. Not just like physically, I look different. I don't know. But I looked at my old videos. I was like, do I look different without my glasses? But I can't see myself on the TV without my glasses at all. I can only see about this far from my face. I was like, I guess OBS updated. They said, what's new? And I'm like, I don't know. But they updated it. I'm like old, but I'm not old. It's weird. Like, I feel younger. But I also just don't think I am who I used to be. But maybe that's a good thing. There's like parts of me on my channel that I wish were here. I don't know how to explain that. That's weird. It's a strange feeling. And it makes me emotional. Like conflicted. You can see it on my face. I'm like, I don't know if I should cry, I should be happy, or I should be. I'm 26. I was 23. And when I look 23 to 24, I still look like a teenager. I looked like a little kid. Not a little kid, but I looked like a different person. And I sounded like a different person. And he hasn't seen all the things that I've seen. It's like, remember I said I was homeless? I was homeless, you know? And I just don't want I don't want to get forgotten. There it is. I'm making myself cry. I don't want to be forgotten for who I am, for who I was, for who I'm trying to be. There it is. There it is. Yeah. And I did cry. I forgot me. I forgot me. The deeper side of myself. I made these videos to open up, to be more myself, right? I started doing that, and I don't want to forget me. I notice I can't I can't talk the same way like I used to be able to. I can't think the same way like I used to be able to. It's like there's always been a block, something in my psyche or the way I think that just stops me from expressing myself because of backlash or people that didn't understand me. And now I'm very careful when I express myself to people. I'm very careful. I always try to read their emotions and gauge the situation very carefully, very tiptoe, so I don't. But I'm like, I'm alone now. I can make whatever videos I really want to make if I really push myself. And then there's that, okay, but I know how much money I have. I know how much time I have. I know how And there's all these little limitations going into my freaking thoughts now. Because before, a couple years ago, when I just watched my own old videos, just sitting alone, I didn't think about limitations. I didn't think about the consequences or responsibility. There's so much more at stake. And I don't even do this for money. I was trying to make money at the time. Now it's like, is that really what matters? Is that what I'm about? And tonight was difficult for me at my job. I was alone. A coworker, he had some family issues or something, and I ended up working alone. But it wasn't the fact that I worked alone that made me realize that it's not about money, why I do anything. Sometimes it's just because you're trying to ask me to make things better for you tonight. I'm talking about my boss and my coworkers. It's like a generalized statement. That they would love to help me, but they can't. They got so much on their plate. They got so much going on. And in those little moments of just thanks or small gestures of thanks were shown to me tonight meant so much that it meant more to me than money. There's the tears again. Gosh, I'm really digging deep right now. And I don't want them to not think I don't care. I don't want them to think I don't care. Sorry, that's not what I meant. That didn't come out right. I need them to know that sometimes I couldn't make it to work. I was not going to be able to make it today. And my supervisor was like, you could see it. He was like, he's here. We're good. And he said, yeah, you're going to be working alone tonight. And I said, that's okay. We'll make it work. You know, I had no complaint, no problem. You know, and then he started trying to help me. And sometimes I get so involved and focused in my own shit that I just don't really see the kindness and love from other people, because I do think that maybe the pain that has been inflicted on me in my life makes me have blinders, and I don't want them to think I don't care. I don't see it. I think about it later, you know? Like, yeah, that was nice that they did that, but sometimes I don't think I appreciate people enough. And I want to appreciate people more. I really do. It's tough because I know that I have trauma and that I have really weird coping mechanisms. Another one is to push people away or to keep things very professional, very, safe. Everybody's safe, everything's great, but nothing can work if everything's safe all the time. Sometimes you have to take risks. Sometimes you have to be vulnerable and know that you're taking that risk for them. It's not for you. And my comfort zones are creeping up on me again. And I'm like, shit. I never wanted to have comfort zones in my life because I know they're traps. Does that sound insane? But it's not. It's actually an intelligent fact. Comfort zones are the pathway to being stuck, to not knowing what you want anymore, or being stagnant. And I don't want to fall into that. So I really want to telling myself tonight that it's time to dial things in. It's time to start working on myself some more. It's time to change it up. And at the same time, I know that there's no way to wiggle out of any of the stuff that I have currently. The channel is what it is. My apartment, it's the best I can get. I I have debts I gotta pay off of on it at the same time. This job's the best job I've worked probably since any job. I mean, I can pull money daily, but it's like the small things I can change are gradual. They're gradient. And I never saw life as gradient when I was doing YouTube or anything a couple years ago. I saw life as, oh, you do this or you do that, and things are going to just randomly take off, and you just never know. But that, yes, that can happen, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen, is what I'm getting at. That's the crazy thing is, yeah, somebody could come up to you and hand you all this opportunity. Why is the light flickering? Do you see it's like, I think it's the frequencies of the two lights. I think they're desyncing. If I move, it flickers. Okay, whatever. It doesn't normally get that sensitive. It's less noticeable on the smaller thing. I'm trying to get into all the different sides of my thought process about life. And like I said, I didn't see life as a gradual improvement. And I didn't reflect enough on where I was, where I am, seeing the phases of where we are right now, and then thinking about how those types of phases are gonna be where I want to be. Real big questions are like, do I want a new job? Do I want a new apartment? And it's like, I got what I got, you know? And I'm learning to be happy with it as it is. And some part of me said, oh, I want better. I want to fix it. But I can't find better right now. And same thing with my channel. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. It's all me. It's not you guys. It's not people in my life. I didn't put out enough content. I didn't make the content I really wanted to make. Because I felt like I had to live up to something that wasn't even me. And I had lack of identity. And then being homeless, it's just the fucking craziest part. Being homeless made me realize who I am more. So, it's better to go live your life than to be pining and pining and grinding and losing your mind and being anxious and stressed out over things that aren't working the way you want them to. Sometimes it's okay to just take a break and go somewhere else and then come back. Even now, as I sit here, having like, oh, I got everything I want, I still gotta take breaks from it mentally. Just don't go away. But I couldn't stay away from it tonight. I was like, I want to stream, but I just want to say what I really mean. I don't even know if anyone's listening. Probably not. It's like, maybe I'll check it. I want to see if the audio is good, because we just improved it, and I'm kind of really curious, like, since the last stream, it was skipping. Everything was just like fucked up. Oh, now the light's not flickering. Look at that. Look, it flickers. See that? And then I turn my phone on and it like levels out the light sensor. The light sensor is like being weird. That's really strange. Also, something I used to do in my videos is try to sound manly my voice is actually this really kind of like light nerdy voice. Like it's like kind of my real voice is very nerdy. It's not manly like, hey, what's up, bruh? How you doing in the West? I don't know, I'm Sam Elliott. Hardy har har. Now I sound like a fucking idiot. I'm just doing a fucking dumb bit. I don't know. But my real voice is. It's not what I thought was desirable, but I realize there's like a calmingness to it if I talk quieter. But then you guys can't hear me. So I fixed the mic so you can hear me. So, yeah. How? It's like too quiet or is it too loud? I cannot tell right now. Okay, so there's like this kind of like thinned out audio. It's not too quiet. It's just not bassy or loud. I get it. So what I ended up doing to the audio is adding like a lot of like I don't know what it was like a increase in frequency, so it picks up more pitch differences and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily have to be talking loud. I can talk really loud, like this, really loud, or really quiet, and it still is like it brings up the low pitches up to a listenable, and it takes the high pitches and brings them down to not overshooting. So I'm like, yay! Does it matter if I'm away from the mic or not? Actually, kind of curious. Can I stand across? Because I'm looking at it right now, and it's going up. Okay, it's still loud enough. Like I'm over across the room. It's decent. You stand all the way over here. Okay, that's pretty cool. uh, but yeah, it's like the truth about me is I'm somewhere between a PC enthusiast and an artist. I've never met somebody like me. I've met people who have similar qualities. I've never met anybody that's these two duality things in one brain. And then sometimes my brain is just like stupid, just fucking dumb. It's like a derpy, like well, I can only visualize like a derpy little animal, like a little like goat, just like I'm not joking. If my brain had a personality or a spirit animal, it'd just be this derpy little goat just running around in a field, just like flipping around and shit. Just that's him. That's my brain. But there's moments I have that are very wise, lots of clarity. Sometimes I'm just in the zone, not thinking about nothing. And I'm just accomplishing, just doing, I'm just going. And that's something I've learned to do more lately with my mind. That's something I'm developing into still. It's just completely zoning out for hours and just getting shit done and coming out on the other side like, okay, we're good. You know, not like, oh my gosh, I'm so emotional. I worked so much tonight. Bro, you're gonna do this again. You do it again for like 5 days straight. I don't get too emotional about my job. And I don't get too emotional about YouTube anymore. Is that a bad thing? when I see my video I didn't get enough votes or likes, whatever the fuck people care about back then. Like, just be honest. Two people, duality, completely, in statement that I'm gonna make. Okay, one I'm gonna talk about Ninja. He's now more authentic. Okay, I'll even bring up PewDiePie. They're more authentic and real, despite the fact that, yes, PewDiePie still kind of looks roughly the same, but he wears glasses now. There's all these small things, and he's like, here's my true, peaceful, humble, wholesome self. Okay? You can be loud and cool. That's fine. You can have all the jokes. That's fine. But the value of your real content at its core is you. And that's not you being perfect or amazing or special all the time. It's difficult for people to want to be vulnerable and be honest. And it's very difficult for me. So for me to say I'm willing to start living up to the title of my channel, gosh, it means a lot that if I reflect my actual opinions, in my own actions, because how can I lead people to be better if I can't be an example? There's no point. That's the whole point of this channel. That's why it's called what it's called. The meaning of Archeon before meant king. It meant be yourself, be complete, and stop holding back and hiding and going into dark places in your mind or letting yourself get really depressed. Stop. Seriously. Like, there's a point where you're going to either have a moment of just total reflection, or you break, or you have a breakthrough in your life. And tonight, I felt like that was a subtle, let's just take a moment and just put every load and mental baggage that I have right now and just put them on the floor. Okay? And just detach and look at things as they are right now. I'm trying to do that. But yeah, sometimes I let the baggage weigh me down, or I let, all the shit I got going on. Bro, we all got shit going on. I mean, who doesn't? But it takes strength, real strength. I'm not saying be lazy or not care about your life. I'm just saying it takes real mental strength to care about others. And I thought, it's so easy to love people. I lied to myself. I said, how could someone not love somebody? It's harder to be mean to somebody. What I visualized was being overly mean, like aggressive. But you can be mean just by saying something mean behind, or saying something hurtful behind someone's back. By simply avoiding somebody, neglecting yourself. They're small, right? You're like, that's not a big thing, but it turns into a bigger and bigger problem. Then it manifests or turns into your behavior being more, unless you take a reflection moment like I talked about, abusive to yourself and others, because you didn't stop. You let your comfort zones shape you. There it is. So what I was getting at was, you can't be happy or comfortable or happy all the time. I said happy twice. And that plays into how I feel about my job. You say, how does that connect to your job? Well, I'm talking about money. Money's a comfort. Money's a safety. And for me to say that's not as important to me as your peace, your happiness, what helps you sleep at night. That's more important to me. Before I clock out, before I finish my job. And I don't know how to say that to somebody in person. I can't say it. It'd just be so weird. But I want to say it. And I can only say these deep emotions or feelings or words through actions. There's a beautiful thing in life. Actions allow you to say the unsaid. They can create a new dialogue for everyone. I gotta eat something. I'm talking, but my stomach's like, bro, come on, please, help. Just want one little snack. Alright. I was gonna actually make food. You can see there's bread here. It's not food, it's just one of those stupid peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I love to eat because they're so fucking good. How quiet can I talk until it stops picking up my voice? My voice. Dude, literally the basic resonance of my throat. It picks it up. I don't have to talk that loud at all. I have to talk this quiet. This quiet. Whisper. I'm literally whispering. That's weird. Somebody's alarm is going off. I can hear it. Imagine someone's alarm's going off. Do you want to wake them up? Or just let them? I don't know why someone would set an alarm at 4 in the morning, but I feel like a bad person now. I don't want to bother anybody at 4 in the morning. Let them bother themselves. Alright. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I gotta get tinfoil. What's the thing I do normally? Get tinfoil. Try to avoid the government trying to probe my brain. Here's another truth about life. If you really mean to, your intentions, if your intentions are always to help people, or at least not help people, but learn what, I don't know, intention is to grow with people, not help, but grow with them. You'll never say the wrong things usually, because your intentions are that strong. That's something I learned. I learned years ago, actually. And I try to be very careful with my words. And I've gotten to that point where I can do that even while I'm streaming for 10 hours. I was like, oh, I really can do this. It just takes a lot of focus and commitment to, what you're trying to do. And so I met this Uber driver that said he does YouTube. And he said he does motivational videos. He says, but I got no motivation to motivate. And I said, try gaming, but just try to motivate while gaming, because he was making these funny noises because he almost got a car almost hit him, or not really almost hit him, but it drove by really fast. And he went, ah! And he did it in such a funny way, ah! And I said, you do funny noises. You could do YouTube. He says, but I don't know what I do anymore. I said, get a PS5. and just let people join your stream and then just start motivating them, you know? There's an idea. There's an idea. But look at my fucked up Sprite. Look at him. He's all. He ain't normal. I take the really fucked up sodas. Because truth is, nobody wants them because they're difficult to open. Because the way it's bent. Yep. I only got one spoon. I forgot to get more of these. I'll grab more tomorrow. Instead of jelly, but I like having lots of jelly, not a little bit. I have just enough for maybe one or two sandwiches. Okay. And the very important ingredient here, butter. Oh, that's very healthy. You know what? I don't care. Do not. I like butter. I'm a butterholic. I try not to eat too much butter. I have a whole white thing up in my fridge that's been there for a while. Also, I thought about getting a new microphone, but since the audio plugins have helped it, I kind of want to let this thing ride for a little while and then get a new one after like a year or two. If the channel kind of grows a little bit. But yeah, we're basically starting over. I'm starting with just being me, you know, live channel, like live videos, me. And if it grows, then we start making videos. Like I want to get some editors, you know. That's what I want to do. And get people on like a team or I pay them to do animation. I want to give people jobs. I don't want to make this about me if it grows. So I'll definitely hire people is what I want to do. And just kind of run it like a business. That's very important to me. I just realized how cool that looks, the lighting right here. Dang, it looks really cool. I might play a little bit of a game or something. Working alone all night kind of just pushed my mind to like. Also, drank a bunch of caffeine too. I was like, I'm hopped up, I'm going, but like, I can't sleep now. I don't know why. Thought maybe I could take a little nap or something. I took a shower, ate some peaches. Now I'm hungry again, but I'm like loopy, like kind of like drunk. I got out of the Uber and I was like legit like, whoa, Jack Sparrow mode. It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna actually sit there and review my stream while it's happening. I'll review this later. Just gonna check chat. Okay. Just wanted to give it a little. Also, I learned something. The sharpness is just on point. If I turn up the brightness to setting like 4, 3, or 4, it's still good. Like, it's better if I turn it up to like. Actually, it's okay on 3. You kind of like it on 3 too. It's all right. It's okay. My crazy hair. Ugh. But yeah, I remember I was trying to pursue this kind of Zen mindset or lifestyle before. Just create a peaceful environment. And I realized the intention or words do have power and meaning. It's just now I'm not taking actions behind those anymore. I'm just expecting my life to just get more peaceful. You start just not putting in work in certain areas of your life. You expect things, but you have to realize it's not working because you're not actively choosing it or pushing for it. That's a tough one to swallow for even adults. I mean, I don't know how to tell most people, like, hey, I can't fix you. You gotta push for yourself, because there are people who still expect to, you know, I don't know, for you to fix things for them or do things for them. Oh, it's like, wait a minute. It said no connection to server. I'm like, that's MSI Afterburner. That's fine. I don't care about MSI Afterburner connected to a damn server. What I do care about is. Also, I saw this thing that said you have to have 8 gigabytes of VRAM and for to play new games. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. They're lying. They're lying. The truth is, 6 gigabytes is the standard, and you can upscale from really low resolutions and use frame generation. There's always a workaround. It's insane to admit, but there's always a workaround. Shit. I meant to set up shared audio. Ugh. Don't be falling asleep now. I'm slowly finding peace again. It's tough. I just recently had to tell people, like, hey, can you start respecting me more? Can you start considering my feelings? When here's the thing, I get it before work, and sometimes people bombard me, and I need them to just kind of. I'm not 21 anymore or 23 anymore. Even then, I wasn't very social. I wasn't like, hey, you know. Now I'm actually more social, but it's just more of an appropriate amount, you know, just the right amount of social for the moment, for what it needs to be. But I want to. I'm not a morning person either, so or when I get up, I don't want anyone in my face. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go to work. I just want to go to work, and I just want to clock in. And it's actually really nice going to my job because everyone's already busy, and I can just walk in there and just start busting away. And another thing I realized is I don't need to impress anybody anymore, or try to impress people anymore, because I didn't feel validated or like enough on my YouTube channel or in my relationship with my past girlfriend and with God. I'm like trying to like put it all into words. Like I didn't feel like I was enough, and I was always trying to make up for it some way. And it's kind of like the only way to describe how I felt was like imagine somebody who's obese, but they don't ever feel, even when they're healthy, like they were obese, but after they got what they needed in life, they're still stuck in the mindset. So like it's not over, it's not gone yet. So that's me, but on in a different category. I'm that, but that's talking about my past relationships. Prior YouTube, I was never happy with anything. I was never satisfied with the current. And that's what I'm talking about right now. Now I'm just have to accept things as they are and love life as it is and work with it instead of trying to change it, trying to fix it constantly because there's no fixing. Just like I had a recent issue with money. I'm not going to describe exactly what it was, but it's something that I can't just fix. Like I snap my fingers. I don't know if it blocked the audio for that, but I'd love to just be able to solve this problem, but I can't. I have to give the complete trust and knowledge to this other person that is in this situation with me and know that things are just gonna be what they are, and I gotta let go. Life's scary. And you gotta get scary too, but you can't be a bad person. That's what's crazy. You could be freaky. You could be intense. You just don't hurt people. Don't go that far. Don't go there. And I think part of my mind said, I'll go anywhere, do anything I have to do to make it. And I'm like, no, no, you don't. And like I said, life is scary, and it can shake and break and destroy you and reshape you. But there's always going to be a you, no matter what happens. There's always going to be a you. And I forgot that there's always me. And I'm still like, now I just have to make peace with the fact. And I was like, I'm trying to make up for all the time, all the moments that I felt like I missed out on. But I'm only 26. I mean, I got a whole bunch more of life ahead of me. I'm actually not old. I don't know why I put I'm old in the title. I'm so old. Look at me, Grandpa. Aren't you? No, I'm not that old. I'm just feeling it. My settling down. That coming of age. There's always different phases of coming of age. There's the I'm an adult. I'm a man now. Okay. Then there's the I'm ready to be a father like mindset. Everyone reaches that one at a different time. I'm definitely not ready. And then there's just owning yourself. Mostly, that's very important. Owning your shit. Letting yourself be okay with being alone first. I learned that I like being alone. I've always liked it. I just never had a chance to enjoy it fully. Actually, no. Sometimes. Sometimes I go for a long walk in the woods or sit outside and just realize, okay, this is okay. Until something crazy happens. But those, you gotta hold on to the small things, little moments that make you happy. I don't know why my fan on my laptop is ramping up right now. Nothing's happened. Literally nothing. It's like, why is it going crazy? I don't know. Okay, now calm me down. That was weird. So something got fucked up on my secondary PC, so I'll show you guys my new background. But like my icons aren't working. It says restore. It's just weird. Okay, that's MSI utility. I don't know why I have a shortcut when I just have it right here. I don't know. So I decided to like basically set up the system to be gaming ready or as performant as possible. That's super dumb, I guess. But I said, well, what if I just want an economy mode where all I do is just turn off the main system when I don't want to draw a lot of power and I play some lower end title on my own alone. I don't know, but I thought about the fact is I optimize this system a lot better. I don't know what it is. I just put myself in a better mindset when I think about things that way because I think it's a bit out of habit. I'm so used to it, you know. I don't know. All right, got shared audio. I don't know why it's not showing up. I'm just talking real slow. Sometimes I just like zone out. This is the truth about my brain. It's either like it runs too fast or it just slows down and it just zones out. And then I catch myself back. Oh yeah, I'm still here. Yep. But then I'll be like, no, no, in my head. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. I think it has something to do with concentration. The fact that I've been focused all day, and then after a while, it's just like I don't want to do it anymore. My brain just like it just doesn't want to think about things. It's hitting three. I just realized that the CPU is actually doing really decently now, which is a really good sign. Look, you saw how clean my desktop is over here, but it is not the case still. I still need to organize all this. This is a mess. That is what I meant by tightening up things. I need to fix and clean up. I'm gonna do it another time though. I just realized something's going on. I'm stretching out like tightened muscles as I'm relaxing and talking right now, breathing or whatever the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, oh, my body's not tense. I'm a naturally tense person. That's not a good thing. Like where you're just always tense. I remember there was a time where my shoulders would just lock up. That's not healthy. This is gonna be good. Yeah, I'll be right back. It's probably too warm, anyways. Game Senua's Saga was such a disappointingly short game. Like, it just didn't have what I wanted. This is the game I was thinking about today. I know of all games, like, why would I think about Hogwarts Legacy? But that's what I was thinking about. This is like hands down the greatest sandwich in the world. They a hot PB and J. Yeah, it's like the new way to eat it with butter. You have butter on it. But this is the only thing that I said. I think this is the only thing. I just mumbled that. This is as good as having like a donut for me. And of course, the only nutrient content in this is the peanut butter, really. Maybe the butter. Maybe there's some nutrient content to it. Mm. All this content that came out. The contents of the sandwich. You gotta be in a certain kind of mood to enjoy a sandwich like this. Another thing. You'd be like, you'd be thinking about calm, nice things. I'm only gonna be able to play for like an hour. I guess I just needed time to really kind of like reel. I was reeling myself from after work, collecting my thoughts. Because it did work like 10 hours. And here's the thing, I did a really good job tonight, but it's so did the best I could with it. Yeah. Fruit helps me sleep. That's a thing that I just realized. If I eat fruit, I sleep better at night. I wake up with a lot more energy. And it's another thing is my muscles won't hurt so much. I love that. I eat fruit before I fall asleep. My muscles don't hurt. My mind feels a lot better. It's less feeling. I There was a night I didn't. I forgot to eat fruit before I went to sleep. I felt like I had a fucking hangover. It was like really bad. Not only did I forget to eat fruit, I forgot to drink water. I didn't drink any water. I just went to sleep, woke up, and it was terrible. That was weird. Heard like a rumbling sound outside. Hmm. I want to make sure the game audio isn't too loud or if it's too quiet. You guys can't hear it. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's not right. Man, I was hoping everything was just gonna work. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yeah, do the old classic audio test, basically. Oh, it might not have virtual audio connected. It's updated. No, it says virtual speakers. Hmm. Ah, there we go. Those were enabled. That's too many speakers. So Steam streaming microphone. Okay, that makes sense.
I actually can't hear any audio coming from the stream now. I actually can't hear any audio coming from the stream. I gotta figure this out. It's really weird. Yeah, there's no audio going to. That's really annoying. Okay. Oh, it crashed. Fun, fun, fun. I hate this. Not really. I'm okay. Let's look at the milliseconds. This is actually still good. It's 20 to 10 milliseconds. That's fine. Yeah, I was like, something's not right. It couldn't be this bad. Oh, stream's stuttering. Great. Let me try lowering the bit rate. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, we're definitely hitting not a good bit rate. Cool. It's hitting 5,000. I can show you guys just to prove it. Look. That's not good. Okay. So something's going on with the box still. I guess I can't stream like I wanted to. Oh well. At least it was cool talking to you guys for a little bit. Sorry about that.